Let's start you out with a G chord. You can either put your fingers thusly, or as I do, thusly, and I'll go note by note with you. I'll start here on the high string. High in pitch, not in altitude. Pinky, 3rd fret, 1st string. Your next 3 notes are just these next 3 strings open. So there you've got a good bit of the chord. And you're going to take your middle finger, put it on the A string. That's the 5th string. Now you put your ring finger, 3rd fret, on the 6th string. You're trying to make sure that all of them ring. Sometimes you might get a, because your middle finger isn't placed well enough, but see if you can get all of those strings ringing. So again, right there, and then the next 3 strings are open. Then you land on that 5th string, 2nd fret, 6th string, 3rd fret. Let's do a C chord. Your 1st string down here is open. Then you're going to put your index finger on that B string, 1st fret. Then the next string is open. So it's just holding down the 1. That's what you got so far. And then on that, the D string, that's the D string, you're going down on the 2nd fret, so to speak. And then finally, the A string, you're landing on the 3rd fret. And you're trying to keep from striking that low string, that E string there. You're trying not to strike that one because that's the chord and that's not really part of it. Although sometimes it sounds good. There's a nice piano-y quality to it. Or if you're really daring, you can say, okay, I'm going to use that string, but I'm going to make it fit the chord nicely with a G note there. So that's 3rd fret on that low E. Or one good way to get that string from not sounding when you do a strum is when you're already pressing down this note here on this string. You might as well let it touch the other string so you sort of get one of those. So it sounds like, or again sometimes I'll do you know, strings, I'll do it like that, or I'll do it like that. You're accomplishing the same thing. You can use different, you can decide what fingers are best for you when you're doing certain chords, you know. That's your C. That's your C chord. D chord. first string there, 2nd fret, and that's your middle finger. Use your ring finger, 3rd fret on the next string there. Do you hear me yawn? And then the index finger on the next string. So that so far that's That's 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. Some people do it with different fingers, like so, and often I do that. You do like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. You'll find a way that suits you. And then the following, the next string is just open. That's your open D string. And you can either muffle the next 2 strings, or you can let the A string ring. That's your 5th string here. You can let that one ring if you want, because it's in the chord. Muffle it, or just choose to strum only the last 4 strings there. It's just hard to do when you're just beginning, I think. But you can't let this E string, you can't let it go, because then you'd be like, and I'm sure that's a fancy chord, but it's not a straight major chord, so we don't want to let that one ring. I usually dampen it with the thumb. That's the D. So we got G, C, and D. You can do a lot with just those 3 chords. But I'm also going to show you E minor, which is, these first 3 strings are just open. But you put 2nd fret on the 4th string, which is a D string. So far we've got. Then you go 2nd fret again there on the A string, and then you do this time you let the E string, you let it ring. So we're playing all 6 strings this time, and all we're doing is holding down those 2 strings at the 2nd fret. Just those 2 strings there. I think that's Van Morrison. Guitar chords.